Well, Ladypreneurs, welcome to another great Technique Tuesday, where we focus on divine techniques for real results in your business. I have really been focused on networking events lately, probably because we've been putting on a few, but it's also a great way to grow your business really quickly is meeting up with people in person and getting to know them. So I want to focus on, last video was incredible. I hope that you definitely check that out, of having that 30-second introduction ready for those networking events and social interactions. But today we're going to talk about how to make the most of your networking event after you've been to the networking event. Hi, Diana. Hi, Candace. Thanks for joining. We're happy to have you too. So first off, let's talk about at the networking event really quick here, because we're going to help set the stage for helping you to get the most out of it after the networking event. So one, when you're going to a networking event or really any kind of networking situation, be clear about what you want to get out of that networking event. And just like we talk about always, use SMART, right? Have a specific, measurable, achievable, realistic, timely goal when you're going into the networking event. So it shouldn't be, a lot of times I think we show up and we're just like, okay, well, I'm here to see what happens. But we want to set a strong intention so that God can help to create that in our lives, and so that we can have a path to be able to move forward on. So it could be something like, I am looking for one speaking opportunity in this networking event. I am looking to get 5 business cards from qualified prospects. I am looking to set up a discovery session with somebody here. Make sure you're giving it a number so that you have that focus. The next question I want you to ask yourself is, what am I asking or needing for myself in my business? Because networking events are not just about what clients we can gain, right? I've met some amazing women when networking, and men as well, that have been able to help me grow my business in ways I didn't think of. So be really open to that. And the third question to ask when you're at the actual networking event is, what am I giving instead of just getting? What am I going to give to those people that are at the networking event? Hey, Jeanette, thanks for joining. So those are the 3 questions that you want to ask when you're at the networking event. What is my intention for going, with a clear, specific number, right? What am I asking for myself, and what am I looking for to help my business grow? And 3, what am I giving to others that I meet at the networking event? Okay, so that's really going to help us set the stage. Another couple of great tips. 1, get every business card you can. We go to networking events and sometimes we're really selective of what business card we pick up. I remember one of my first networking events was speed networking. And I'm not kidding, I probably met like 25 different women who had kind of given their sales pitches through this speed networking event. And I was really selective. I'm like, oh, I don't really need that person's card, or I don't need that person's card. And I totally kicked myself in the end, because what you can do with that card, whether or not you feel like you guys are a good fit for each other's products or not, is just contact that person so that you can stay friends on Facebook, or even contact them afterwards for, a Jamba Juice run or a lunch date, whatever that looks like, so that you guys can get to know each other more, because you never know who they know to be able to help you grow your business. So networking is all about networking with everyone, not just the people that you feel like are your ideal client, because they could lead you to your ideal client. So that's what you're going to do during the event. Oh, one last one. This was so perfect. My friend taught me this one. We were at a networking event and she was taking selfies with everyone. I mean, even if she didn't know them, she would meet them and she would take a selfie with them. And what that did was really cool. 1, it helped her remember who that person was because she had their picture. And 2, it helped them grow their audience as well as hers, because what she did is actually, after she took that selfie with that person, one of them being me, she then tagged that person in Facebook. And what happens when you do that is that your audience grows, because now all of their friends are seeing you, and their audience grows because all of their friends are seeing you. I think I said that backwards. But you guys get the point. It is an amazing networking tool. Is take selfies with everyone and be friends with as many people on Facebook as you can, and tag them so that you guys can help each other out and grow each other's network. So those are some of the things to do during the event. After the event, make sure you are friends with every single person that you meet on Facebook so that you can stay in touch and be able to serve that person. Understand what their needs are. When you're forming them and having that conversation with them, try to identify ways that you can help them, even if it's not through your product. I can't tell you how many times I've come across a news article and I immediately think of the person that I met at a networking event who said that they were struggling with X, Y, and Z. So I just shoot them the news article and I say, hey, I was thinking about you. And that builds such great rapport. And it's just a great thing to do. We would want somebody to do that for us as well. So make sure you're friends with everyone on Facebook, LinkedIn, Instagram, wherever you can get them to connect with you so that it's not just a one-time connection and you can stay friends. When you get all those business cards that you possibly can, put them into either a CRM, a customer management tool. I use Pipedrive. That is my favorite so far. And I did a lot of research on CRMs, but a Excel spreadsheet can work as well. And when you have that Excel spreadsheet or whatever you're using, make sure you say a couple of things about that person. What stood out to you during the conversation? What are that person's needs that you can tell from that conversation, whether or not they have to do with your product? And make sure you say where and when you met them, because it's kind of awkward when you try to follow up with someone and you're like, we met a while ago at something. So be really specific for yourself. You can even set up an email or a chatbot campaign to be able to help follow up and nurture that person even more. So, at the event, you can say, I do have this great freemium. Of course, we wouldn't call it that. Mine is 3 Steps to Achieving Divine Business Results. It's a mini course. And I offer that to people. And I give them the link right there to my chatbot. And that way we have that conversation and it kind of gets them on that sales funnel. And then, of course, the best thing to do afterwards is just follow up with a get to know you lunch or Jamba Juice or coffee date or whatever it looks like for you. Just because you're at the networking event and you meet them once doesn't mean it has to stay that way. So make sure that you're taking advantage of that time and getting to know that person. So look for ways that you can serve them, because that's really what it's all about. And these are some awesome networking tips that have helped me get the most out of networking events, as well as my clients. So I just gave you a plethora of ideas. I would love to know, what is your favorite tip, or what's something that you do to make sure you stay in contact after networking events and really help and connect with that person. So go ahead and drop in a comment of if you have any tips that you do, or what is your favorite tip that you've heard today. Thanks so much for joining us on another Technique Tuesday, and I hope you join us next time. And as always, if you find this video to be super helpful, I want you to share it. Now, with Faithful Ladypreneurs, you may not be able to share it directly, so what I'll do is I will get this on YouTube, create a link for that, and you can share it that way, and I'll put that in the comments. So thanks so much tonight. I hope you have an awesome time at your next networking event.